Hair, please. My hair is giving Hoobastank right now. It's giving Green Day, and I'm not into that. It's giving emo kid. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. If y'all know what I'm talking about, this is gonna be really embarrassing. Today's video is really fun. My name is TYRATHETHIRD. I am so excited to be here today to speak with you guys about this topic. Today we're talking about dating with locks. It's gonna get a little saucy in here. I just thought it would be cool to get on here and talk about my current dating experience, my past dating experiences with locks, and just in general how it is dating with locks, because maybe you're watching this video and you don't have locks or you have locks. It does matter how you feel about yourself, and how you feel about yourself plays a direct part in how you are dating, how you date. And so anyways, I'm super excited. I'm like pumped up to do this, and I can't wait. So if you want to see more, just keep watching. Welcome back. Okay, so I've been cooking real vulnerable in here. I've been single for like a year now. Technically I've been single longer than that. Like the last situation I was in only lasted like 6 months, so I don't even really count that like as a relationship. I would say that's more of like an extended mistake. Like it's just like a prolonged mistake. I haven't been in a long extended relationship in 4 years. Damn. We were together 3.5, roughly 4 years. That was a time. That was a time. Me and him are still cool. We're still friends. He's actually just messaged me not too long ago. But I started this set of locks when he and I were like getting towards the end of our relationship. And I remember saying to myself, I need to, it's time. Like I feel like something's about to change, and I need to let me just go ahead and do this. So I started that set of locks. He was very supportive of me starting my locks, even though we were in a rocky time, and very understanding, and just like was being very like gentle and soft, because you know, going through the early stages of having locks is challenge. It can be a little challenging. You know, your hair is super short, you're in the baby lock phase. So I feel like I have the intel needed to really speak on loving locks. Loving locks, ooh, that sounds like a TV show. We need to hit Bravo up, because loving locks, that sounds, I'm into it. So I think a lot of my confidence comes from my hair, especially today. Hair was always like a soft spot for me. It was always, before I had locks, even in the beginning of my lock journey, I was always kind of like fighting with my hair. I just hated my hair. I hated doing it. I hated washing it. I hated the maintenance of it. I hated having to pay to get it braided and get it this, and it just was always a hassle with my hair. And now I think it has really blossomed into a true love for self, and it has definitely affected how I see myself and has aided in how I feel about myself. How you feel about yourself plays a huge part in how you show up in love and how you show up in dating. It's like once I went red, something, I don't know, it just feels right. Ever since I went red, it's been really hard for people to get in touch with me. I don't know, maybe it's something with the phone towers, but it's been really hard for people to speak to me now, you know? You can't do anything for anybody if you don't love yourself. I still have other things I have to work on about myself, in like rebuilding trust with myself. Like, I'm realizing that I have never trusted myself, and I find myself in a lot of bad situations because I don't go with my gut. I don't go with my instincts. I don't go with my intuition. I don't have trust with myself. So now I'm learning that, okay, you know, I need to learn how to trust myself more. I need to believe in myself. I need to discipline myself. I need to set boundaries with people. I need to speak up more. All of these things tie into self-love, self-awareness. If that foundation is shaky, it's a recipe for disaster. As my locks flourish, I continue to flourish and love myself even more. It literally has been the best decision I could have ever possibly made. I'm starting to see more and more Black women lock their hair, and I'm just, yes, come in the room, come in, sit down, get comfortable, join us. Yes, join us. Yeah, this is a little emotional. I don't know, it's getting a little emotional. Okay, so let's get into the juicy stuff. Being in relationships with locks. So when I was in my 4-year relationship, I felt like he was always super supportive of me having locks because he encouraged me and didn't make me feel bad. Even though I looked a hot mess sometimes, I would literally come home and just like snatch my wig off and throw it on the floor, and he would be like, being in relationships with locks, I had pretty much overall a positive experience, but dating with locks has been a little different. That's where I've experienced most of like the negativity, or any negativity that I've gotten has been while casually dating, short-term dating with locks. So let's talk about that. And I would love for you guys to share if you too have had like a negative experience with dating with locks, or a positive one. Share it down below. I would love for us to have a discussion about this. But I remember one time I literally had a guy, I was seeing a guy, and this is when I first started my locks. Actually, this was the first set of locks, and my hair was super short. It was in the comb coils at this time, and I remember he just kept staring at me throughout the night, not in a good way. This had been someone I had been casually dating. We weren't together or anything like that, but we were seeing each other, and I just remember when I first did it, he was just like staring at me, and not in a good way, just kind of like staring at me like. And I remember trying to ignore it, trying not to acknowledge it or see it, but it was definitely there, and it was hurtful. It was hard. He just was not able to hide the fact that he was not pleased. Mind you, before I had started that set of locks, I was doing braids, I was doing weaves, I was doing sew-ins, I had my head shaved on the side at one point, I had big curly hair, like, and so he was used to seeing me with long weave, big hair. You know, he was used to seeing me with hair. At that time I was much younger, I was like 21, and that really kind of like made me feel away. So I immediately started trying to cover my hair up. Yeah, it really like affected my self-esteem at that time, and how I looked at myself. And I started concealing my locks as much as I could. Molly twists, wigs, weaves, like I started trying to hide them as much as I could, because I was just, it just made how self-conscious I was at that time, it just made it even worse. That was a long time ago. That was like early college. Let's fast forward to now. I'm almost at 4 years now, and I definitely get like, I'm starting to get more compliments on my hair than I ever have before. And I do the same thing. If I see a woman with some fire locks, I'm about to speak to you. I'm about to say something to you. So I get it. With compliments, you know, I'm weird, so compliments are kind of have always been like hard for me to accept. I don't know, I always get super weird with accepting compliments, but when women compliment me, it's different from when men compliment me. If a woman says you look good, that's how you know you look good. That's how you know you look good. If a woman tells you, girl, you beat, girl, you look good, like your hair is giving, your makeup's giving, your outfit, like if a girl says it, it's like, yeah, that's true. Okay, I did good today. Okay, I did good today. Girl, you better stop. You better stop. I feel like having locks attracts a certain type of person to you. I've noticed something about when men compliment my hair. I'm just gonna run down the list of all the things men have said to me about locks that have been just completely ridiculous. The one I get the most is,
oh, I'm so glad that you're natural. I love your natural hair. You know, I'm glad that you're not out here wearing weaves and wigs. I'm glad that you're not out here wearing, you know, fake hair. You got your own. That's dope.
Let me tell you, there's a few reasons why that isn't a compliment to me. You can't compliment me by shading other women, especially about their choices. I'm very pro-woman. I'm very pro-choice, pro my body, my hair, my autonomy. Like, I'm very much so that. So complimenting me on my natural hair by saying, oh, I'm so glad you're not like them. I'm so glad you're not like these other women who do this and who do that. That's not attractive to me. I think women should be able to do and wear their hair however they want to, and I think all hair is beautiful, whether it's weave, wig, braids, twists, locks, afro, whatever, straight, perm, cut off, bald, doesn't matter. Women can do whatever they want with their hair, and we don't need anybody trying to police that. It kind of reminds me of like all of the run-ins I've had with men and their colorism. I cannot tell you how many times men have told me, oh, you're definitely my type because I only like light-skinned women, or I only like, you know, fair-skinned women. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, what am I supposed to do? You think I'm gonna be like, oh great, you don't like other black people? Yes, let's proceed and fall in love. Like, no, I would never date a man who said something like that. My mom, my sister, my best friends, my grandma, my aunts, most of them are brown skinned, dark skinned black women. What kind of woman would I be to be with a man who would say something like that? Like, you're an idiot and it repulses me and I need you to get away from me. It's not a compliment. That's my point. It's not a compliment. Second off, the gag is I still wear weave whenever I want to. Whenever I want to put some braids over my locks, whenever I want to slap a wig over this, I absolutely will, because that's my business and I can do that. And I really don't care what you have to say about it. One of the most disgusting things, I've had a man tell me,
your locks look really sturdy. I love that you have these nice thick locks. Like, they look really sturdy.
And I said, what do you mean by sturdy? And he said, I don't even want to repeat it, but he said, they look strong enough to pull on. Oh, bruh. Get a load of this guy. Get this guy out of here, please. Y'all are just tired at this point. Y'all are tired. Go lay down. Like, I'm so unimpressed. Like, all my single friends, we all say like, the dating pool has pee in it, and it really does. It really does. Y'all, the boys just are not, they just are not giving. You don't even have hair. Like, or your hairline is receding, your beard got patches in it, your beard don't even connect. It's always those ones. The ones who look a hot mess. You ain't even, like, you look dusty. You barely got a pot to piss in. Tomatoes. I'm throwing tomatoes. There are men who straight up won't date women with locks. They think it's a man's hairstyle. They think that it's a masculine hairstyle. There are so many viral tweets and Facebook posts from men saying they don't want to date women with locks, or I'm not about to be dating Chief Keef, I'm not about to be dating Ty Dolla $ign, whatever. Like, I like seeing that because it's like, okay, now I know not to date you. Now I know to steer clear of you, and like, you told me yourself, and like, you've let the world know that you're an idiot. So now it's like, okay, I'm glad that you said that, but also it's just like disappointing to see that people think that this is a more masculine hairstyle, which, what are you even talking about? Like, what are you even saying? I feel like sometimes when black men are like not into black women, it's because of the self-hatred that they have for themselves. Like, and it speaks a lot about how they view themselves. I have, however, attracted some really nice guys that are totally like infatuated with a woman with locks, and the guys that have come correct have just been, you know, nice stand-up guys, and it's been, you know, cool to mingle with them, whether it works out or not, you know what I mean? I'm really into men with locks right now. I think I am. I would definitely love to have a partner in the future with locks, or at least with hair. Overall, dating is dating. Dating is like ups and downs. Dating is very much like a fun experience. It's a roller coaster. You never know what you're gonna get. I've been having a good time overall, and meeting new people, getting out, experiencing new things, like really just kind of like putting myself out there and just like going with the flow. Tell me what your dating experience has been like, dating with locks, or being in a relationship with locks, being married with locks. I want to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. I want it all. Spill the tea down in the comments, and let me know how it is dating for you. Just for context, I'm 28. I turned 29 this year, so I really I think I'm just getting started with like dating. I've been kind of late to the game. I've always been like a relationship type of person, but now I'm starting to be more of like, we in the streets, we outside. We're outside. So let me hear your experience if you're married, in a long-term relationship with locks. Like, tell me what your experience has been like. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you do that. Turn my notifications on so you never miss when I drop a new video. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.